Have you ever paused to consider whether you are genuinely independent in your relationship? This isn't about having separate bank accounts or different hobbies, but a deeper kind of independence. It's about being your own person, with your own thoughts, emotions, and desires, while also being part of a couple. Relationships are a delicate dance of balance, where two individuals come together to form a partnership. But it's easy to lose sight of our individuality in this dance. Sometimes we might find ourselves entangled in a web of codependency, where our happiness, self-esteem, and identity become tied to our partner. So ask yourself, do you feel like you have a voice in your relationship? And do you feel free to express your thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or rejection? Can you stand on your own 2 feet even when your partner isn't around? If you're uncertain, don't worry, because today we're going to explore the signs and effects of codependency. Understanding codependency starts with recognizing the signs. Codependency isn't always easy to spot, especially when you're in the thick of it. But by being aware of the common indicators, you can start to identify unhealthy patterns in your relationships. Let's explore some of the key signs of codependency. First off, one of the most prominent signs is an excessive reliance on a partner. This isn't just about relying on them for emotional support or companionship, which are normal aspects of any healthy relationship. It's about depending on them to an extent that your own happiness and well-being hinge on their actions, moods, or opinions. You might find yourself constantly checking in with them, seeking their validation, or feeling anxious when they're not around. Another telling sign is the loss of personal identity. In a codependent relationship, it's common to lose sight of your own interests, passions, and goals. As you become increasingly absorbed in your partner's world, you may start to define yourself primarily in relation to them, rather than as an individual with your own unique identity. Lastly, a constant need for approval can be a sign of codependency. If you find yourself constantly seeking affirmation from your partner or feeling crushed by their criticism, it might indicate a codependent dynamic. It's natural to value your partner's opinion, but when their approval becomes a necessity for your self-esteem, it's a sign that something's amiss. These signs can manifest in many ways in daily life. Maybe you feel anxious when you're not with your partner, or you've stopped pursuing your own hobbies and interests. Perhaps you're constantly seeking reassurance from your partner, or you're overly concerned with their opinion of you. These patterns can be subtle and hard to spot, especially when they're mixed in with the normal ups and downs of a relationship. But by being aware of these signs, you can start to identify patterns of codependency and take steps towards healthier, more balanced relationships. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards breaking free from codependency. Codependency doesn't just affect the individuals involved, it can also create a ripple effect. Yes, you heard that right. It's like tossing a stone into a still pond. The impact is not confined to the point of contact. Similarly, the impact of codependency transcends beyond the couple, affecting their personal health, relationships, and overall life satisfaction. Imagine being constantly swamped under the weight of someone else's needs, desires, and problems. It's draining, isn't it? This emotional drain can lead to mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and can even manifest as physical health problems. And it doesn't stop there. Codependency can also put a strain on your other relationships. It can create a wall between you and your loved ones as you become overly focused on the person you're codependent on. Lastly, it's vital to understand that living in a codependent relationship can cloud your sense of happiness and fulfillment. It becomes difficult to find joy in life when you're constantly living for someone else. While it might seem daunting, breaking free from codependency is entirely possible. Finding independence in a relationship doesn't mean you have to leave your partner behind. Instead, it's about finding balance. Balance between your needs and your partner's needs, between togetherness and solitude, between love and freedom. And of course, breaking free from codependency requires work, but it's work worth doing. Start by setting boundaries. It's okay to say no, to express your feelings, and to take time for yourself. Remember, you're not responsible for other people's happiness. It's not selfish to prioritize your own well-being. Consider seeking professional help. Therapists and counselors are trained to help you navigate the complexities of codependency. and they can provide you with strategies and techniques to foster healthier relationship dynamics. And finally, nurture your personal growth. Embrace your interests, passions, and hobbies. These are the things that make you unique, that give you a sense of self apart from your relationship. Remember, true love isn't about losing yourself, it's about growing together while maintaining your individuality. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, subscribe. Want to learn more about improving communication, dealing with emotions, improving intimacy, and bettering yourself in love and relationships? Then remember to head on over to lovepinnacle.com for more great love and relationship tips and articles.